Hi, I'm Rachel of Rachel Fine Art. Today we are going to be spotlighting the series Feminine Mystique. The Feminine Mystique series actually came to life very organically. The very first painting that materialized on the canvas was just this beautiful figure, full of energy, and she also sold before the paint was even dried, so that was really kind of fun. But the collector of mine who purchased that piece asked me if there were going to be more, and at that time I couldn't really see that happening because that piece was so organic in nature. However, I since discovered that, and y'all are going to think I've flippin' lost my mind. Okay, let's just real talk for a sec. These little people, these women, these personalities have a way of showing up of their own accord. I know what my intention is when I set to put paint to canvas. However, what ends up taking shape has been so spontaneous and so original, and they don't bring forth tons and tons of effort for these huge personalities to have emerged. So on your screen, you will see what the original painting was, and that one was entitled Celebration, this lovely, lovely lady. And then the next one then became kind of like a little personal challenge because I was asked if I thought that there would be more. I tried to meet these ladies. I wanted to make sure that if they were there, I could pull them out and introduce them. So the next one, she purchased that one as well. So the original two in the series have beautiful new homes and all is well. The ones that you're looking at now, I step back and realize actually chronicle the development of a lady. And she's Jane Q anybody. You can tell there might be a little diversity working here. And that's actually what I really love about these pieces. I'm going to kind of tell you what the inspiration on these were. A couple of years ago, my husband and I had the privilege of meeting a little lady who also got to come stay in our home for a bit. And we loved her. Her personality is still so vibrant and so unique to maybe something I've encountered in the past, meeting a young lady at this point in my life. And watching her grow, watching her develop, watching the little wheels in her head turn, and super fascinating. Obviously, we love this child, an amazing human being. However, it wasn't until a year or so after the fact that these paintings began to emerge, and I realized that these are different character personalities or traits in this child that we grew to recognize. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown on what some of these things are. And the cool part about this is while they come together and they tell a story, they fell into alignment at different points in the journey. So this particular piece was probably third or fourth in production, but it's called Recital. And I think it's very clear to see it's several little girls playing and learning and growing in grace is kind of how I see this particular piece. There are several pieces like the one back here and the one here that maybe the children are a little bit older. They're learning they're learning how to grasp onto something. This one back here is called Forgiveness. It's a step in someone's heart maturity, The one in blue is actually one of my personal favorites. Yeah, wow, weird, get choked up. Hey guys, it's Rachel, I do that. This particular piece was a spotlight on joy. And as a Florida girl, I kind of chuckled because so many of my pieces, if you've been watching any of my videos, they tie back to various characteristics and stages of water. And this one is really no exception. She fell out of the water, she fell back into the water, and joy was her mission, and that's who she is. So it definitely captures that Florida spirit that I love, 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 but it also really ties into who this little person is. And then the larger piece which I'm happy to announce is getting a new home next week. Yay! Is on generosity. You know, the effervescent spirit that really rolls across the canvas with this one is giving in nature. This is what I love about this, all right? Bear with me, it's happening again because intuitive art is a sacred space. And this is, for me personally, what it looks like. We go from generosity and that giving spirit to the final one in this series today, which is the lady in the back. And I don't know if you can see her through the screen, but I might can get my lovely, handsome producer to pop it up for you. She's obviously a more mature woman. She's gotten to that point where she's experienced the growth process. She's worked out forgiveness. She's worked out embracing life. She's worked out generosity and what it means to feel joy. And she has become fearless in her life. And that's what this more mature figure, that's who she is, really. So I just wanted to share these with you because they tell a story, and it's exciting to me as a painter, as an artist, to know I've got something moving in my spirit and not really knowing how it's going to take shape until it does it. And then you can sit back and just kind of marvel over the process. And so I wanted to share these with you because I think that if any of them hit people, if they hit you in a way that makes sense, I want them to live with you. I want that to make sense in your world. So that was probably a lot to take in. Thank you for hanging with me. If you like my crazy ramblings and or my art, please hit subscribe and follow me on this insane journey. And if you're interested in any of these pieces of art, please reach out. They are, some of them are available still. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks.